Hi guys and gals, my name is Rob Gordon and you're getting this video because you're a member of one of two meetup groups, either ADHD in San Diego or a group I founded several years ago called Hey Look a Squirrel. Neither of them are very active right now. My group, Hey Look a Squirrel, we had one real world meeting. We met at Old Town Saloon over drinks and games of pool. That was fun. I think there were only about 4 of us there though. And we've had several real world meetings. And then the other group, ADHD in San Diego, has been dormant for many years. And I just took it over. I saw one of those notices where you can grab an abandoned group. That's been abandoned for years. I believe it was originally launched by a group of psychologists that profit off of, or have ADHD people as patients. I don't know the right way to say that. And that wasn't really the orientation I wanted. I really wanted a group that was for people with ADHD and by people for ADHD. If we're going to screw something up, we might as well do it ourselves, right? I certainly screwed up my share of things. So let's show you real quick the group I started, and really a lot of apologies, especially to the people who registered in the last even 6 months. I'm not going to go into it here, but my mental health treatment, my ADHD treatment, including my medications, it was all criminalized by Family Healthcare Centers of San Diego. They did it to a number of people. They decided ADHD wasn't real, and anybody who claimed they had it or even was correctly diagnosed must be a drug addict. I'll rant for like hours about this. It's one of the worst things that's ever happened in my life. I could use some friends right now, but this video has a different purpose. I just want to reconnect with as many people as I can in as short of a video as I can. And I'm not known for my brevity, so I will try. But here is the original Hey Look a Squirrel group. I'm going to really quickly read what we're about part of it because it's a fairly good message here. I wrote it a while ago. This is a private group for adults with ADHD in the San Diego region. We are here to learn, grow, and have fun. This group is exclusive to adults in San Diego who have been diagnosed with the condition. Sorry, normal folks. We'll be discussing methods for enhancing our superpowers, and secrets like these must remain closely guarded. For those with this condition, welcome to the tribe. And remember, what happens in Hey Look a Squirrel stays in Hey Look a Squirrel. So I mean, I kind of liked it. It was more aspirational than what really happened. I really do like the idea of enhancing our superpowers because we have some. And here's, if you can see the screen here, here's a few of the meetings we had. And they're good meetings, not huge. Enhancing our superpowers, one I just talked about. And we had some good talks about that. Sunday evening squirrel chatter was just random. I don't even remember, squirrels in cyberspace. But we had some, telling your story. That was a good one. And one I still don't know. How do you tell people you have ADHD? Should you tell people you have ADHD, and to who? I wasn't diagnosed until I was well past 60. And for younger people, it's just part of your culture. You know all about it. I have a little bit of a different take as a result, but I haven't met that many people. I'd like to meet more. I think I'm actually pretty good at spotting them, believe it or not. There's an otherworld quality is the best word I can come up with, an otherworldliness that seems to go with us. But I've met quite a few, but it was never part of my culture. They didn't have a word for it when I was growing up. I had it all my life. It doesn't go away, as you know. The medications were miraculous. I don't have any now. I don't have a psychiatrist now. If you happen to know one that is not judgmental, that treats people as equals, please let me know. I've had really bad luck. Maybe it's partly my fault, but with one guy, I know it isn't. It's criminal. Anyway, so we have this group, and the other group. I'm gonna pause this video for a moment because I have to change screens. 1 second. So here's the other group, ADHD in San Diego. I changed the picture here. They had some meeting, not a very good group picture of something they had done 10 years ago that was there. I haven't done much here, but this does have almost 500 members and great people, just as the Hey Look a Squirrel does. I mean, we got to get better interconnected. I mean, it'd be so cool to meet more people. One of my neighbors, one of the few people I know that's that's older than me actually is diagnosed with ADHD, and he has a PhD in psychology, so that's fun. Um, so look at all these great people, and the people that joined recently, especially in my group. Well, I guess this is mine too now, ours, I should say. The people that joined recently, somebody we should be welcoming them. I should have been welcoming them, especially the people that came, because at least these people joined right away. But the other group, they're both managed different ways. The other group is totally private, and this one anyone can join. So I really do apologize to people that joined the Hey Look a Squirrel group and just never got in. I approved a bunch of you this morning, but I guess better late than never. But I am sorry it took so long. Because usually, a lot of them were just diagnosed. The first thing you'd want is connect with other people. Anyway, you get the point. So lots of cool people here. I guess that's my only point is we got to connect with each other. I'm shocked at how dead this is, though. I mean, a discussion group here. I'm the only one in like a decade. There's like one other person that said something. And whether we even want this to be uh, on Meetup is another question. But we do need to need to connect and know each other. So that segues into really something else I'd like to show you. Um, Before my mental health care was criminalized, I was working actively on a different portal. Let me show you that. Um, that would be better than Meetup. That would be a kind of a social network designed the way we would want it designed as adults with ADHD. And one way we'd want that would be, or one I think we'd want it, is to have it be more interest-based. Regular social networks are based on popularity. Who knows who? I always thought that was the wrong way to do it. A lot of other people did. I think it's especially hard on us. It's not the way we operate. But a group that's based on interests, and that can be anything. I know one. I had 5 questions in my other group that I asked people to answer. One was, what do you do for work? What do you do for fun? Also, one where you diagnose. We have a general idea of that. But what do you do for fun? I got all sorts of interesting answers. One guy said he plays with watches. I do too. It turns out that no number of quartz watches will cure time blindness. I learned that. So what I wanted to mention about this, though, is I was working with a developer, and I did get this would be a closed system with its own bulletin boards, with its own system. Um, and what I did get working, it's pretty cool, is I got geolocation working. So this is linked in with Google Maps. This only has me and a developer I was working with who does not have ADHD. It has no people. So it's just showing San Diego County. This is a regular Google map. It would only show it down to the zip code level. So you don't have to worry about some weird stalker or something. It would, for me, it would show I'm in 92109 Pacific Beach, which has 50,000 people in it. So I never bump into people I want to bump into, so nobody's going to find you just based on your zip code. But as soon as more people register for this, this map will expand. So if somebody in Paris, France registers, this will suddenly be a map of the world. I wanted to launch it in San Diego just to see if we could get to know each other here. Anybody wants to help with this project, especially if you know WordPress, that would be wonderful. I need a small test community. That's where this stopped when I had that incident in my life. Had like 5, 10 people test things, make it better, say, okay, now this is ready for prime time. That would be good. If you know what a wiki is, it's the exact same thing that Wikipedia is built from. You have everything is hyperlinked to everything, which is kind of the way we think anyway. Um, so this one, ADHD knowledge base. I've got the domain squirrels.club is what I'm using for that portal and for this. And this I want it to eventually be an extremely comprehensive knowledge base about ADHD, written by and for people for ADHD, so that no normal people saying I had earlier does apply here. I want to stop though and read the quote I have here because it's a great quote. It's from Merlin, the once and future king, Merlin the musician of King Arthur legend. The best thing for being sad, replied Merlin, beginning to puff and blow, is to learn something. That's the only thing that never fails. You may go old and trembling in your anatomies. You may lie awake at night listening to the disorder in your veins. You may miss your only love. You may see the world about you devastated by evil lunatics, or know your honor trampled in the sewer of baser minds. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not old enough for that disorder in my veins stuff yet. Hopefully, um, but seeing the world devastated by evil lunatics, that kind of fits right now, and so does having my honor trampled in the sewers of lesser minds. And then they go on to say, there's only one thing for it then, to learn why the world wags and what wags it. That is the only thing which the mind can never exhaust, never alienate, never be tortured by, never fear or distrust, never dream of regretting. Learning is the only thing for you. Look, look what a lot of things there are to learn. That's from T.H. White, the once and future king. I find that to be true, and I also find that learning is a source of power. Not knowledge, not the knowledge that you get from learning, but the learning itself. If you have an adversary, you can learn your way around them sometimes. Kind of a weird thought, but I do believe learning is one of the many faces of power. So this is the internal part of that. And it's basically you just make a hyperlink here. This is what I wrote as sort of introducing it, but it's going to be, just if you want to know more about attention, for example, and we should know more about attention than anybody. And this I'm just breaking things down linguistically. This is just kind of a workup for it. But you can add links, pages, and just to show you to edit one of these, say you wanted to, I don't know. That's a good, trying to think of some word that we all have hyper focus. Is hyper focus one word or two? Do you know? You can't answer why I'm asking you. I'm going to make it one word. So now, do I putting double parentheses around there? That word? And I save it. Now, that will make a page. That page probably will be there. So that page was already there, but if the page didn't exist, it would be there. We have an infinite amount of writing to do. I want this to be start really general, start so any beginner can use it, but go right down to the genetic level even, every facet of psychology. Now, different parts of it will be more emphasized. But this is a really fun project, especially if you like to write. So I need some help on that, and I need some help on the portal, and we could have something cool. But if neither of these work, if they fail like so many of my other projects, we'll still have the meetup group. And I'm going to try to get a meeting together. I'm thinking Friday at 7. It's too big of a group. With the bigger, the 500 member group, the ADHD in San Diego, I don't even know how many of you are going to be getting this message because they've been spamming every week with those fake meetings they have. So it might end up in your spam folder, but hopefully we'll get at least a few of us. I no longer think that meetings have to be huge to be successful. If 2 or 3 people have a good conversation, I'm happy. And like I say, I need some friends. I'd like to meet more of you guys. Have questions, comments, whatever. I guess I'll put this in a place where you can comment on it, either on YouTube or probably on Meetup. They'll be on the comment place. Anyway, I hope I didn't ramble too long. I'm not always this weird, so but I would like to meet some of you. Thank you very much for listening to this, and I do hope to get to meet all of you as soon as possible. Have a great day.